Coming up in the news, members of the business community on Grants, Bahamas sharing their views on the reduction of VAT. Local government nomination day set for tomorrow. And we have more details on that urban development payout. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Jamila Missick. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping news tonight, the Davis administration delivering on a promise made in its blueprint for change, the reduction of VAT from 12% to 10%, which took effect on January 1st. Tonight, members of the local business community share their views on the reduction. Ramiko Knowles reports.
The Davis administration reducing the VAT rate from 12% to 10% in an effort to ease the burden on the Bahamian people by putting a little more money in their pockets. At Express Food Mart, signs have been posted to inform customers of the change. Assistant Manager Deandra Rigby believes that it will be good for business.
Honestly, I think it's going to be good because it isn't much lower, but it's like a couple cents lower on few items.
The government has given businesses time to make changes in their systems, but for most, it is a simple push of a button.
You just have to go back into the computer, know which part of the computer to go in, and you go into your settings, however situated, and you just change the percentage.
But now that tax is being applied to bread basket items, the assistant manager believes that this change may be a bit challenging for some.
People who don't have it every day, or may have like a lot of young children, and due to the fact that school is about to open up and VAT is just added on everything, that's a real hindrance. But just to say you could get a bread for $3 or $2, now you have to pay more. You have to pay $1 more. $1 more could have gone on to a child noodles or something more for school.
The store manager at Third Dimension, Richard Harvey, says that any price reduction is appreciated by consumers.
Anytime they could get an additional couple cents off or a couple dollars off, they greatly appreciate it. We are still in the emergency or the exigency order, so that doesn't affect us really so much on the building side. But with other items, they're getting 2% off, so that should help the consumer.
Now, according to the supplemental budget, the government expects to yield an additional $92 million in revenue. In the revenue summary, revenue from VAT is expected to increase by $67.5 million. Owner of Island Bedding and Furniture, Belinda Davis, says she's hopeful that the reduction in VAT will have a positive impact on the economy.
I'm hoping for the best. I've been educating people about it for a while, making sure that they're aware of the changes that are going to be implemented, because I believe that information is power. I don't believe in not knowing. I don't like to be caught off guard. So I try to make sure that all of my clients are aware of everything that the government is doing, so that it makes the process easier when they come into the store.
But as a manufacturer with a bond license, she says the reduction does not impact her business much. However, she is hoping that it will encourage Bahamians to shop at home.
And hopefully, they'll allow the money to circulate in our economy so that it can get some of the companies going, some of the businesses going, to start us afloat. Because unfortunately, it has hit us hard.
Consumers should now see a reduction in VAT charges as businesses have had an allotted amount of days to make the transition. The 10% reduction and VAT to bread basket items came into effect on January 1st. Ramiko Knowles, ZNS Network News.
Tomorrow is nomination day for persons interested in offering to serve in the local government system. Established in 1996, local government is viewed as a way to empower Bahamians to make decisions that could impact communities where they live. Bahamians interested in community development will file nomination papers throughout the Family Islands tomorrow. The Minister of Agriculture, Marine Resources and Family Island Affairs, the Honorable Clay Sweeting, says local government plays a vital role in the growth and development of the country.
Local government, plays an instrumental role in the governing of our family islands. And under this administration, We're looking to work closely with local government to decentralize a lot of the government services, to empower local government, and to continue with our emphasis on family islands, especially islands like Grand Bahama.
Are you able to say some of those services, what you're looking into decentralizing?
Well, across many of the family islands, simple things such as passport services, road traffic services, simple things such as driver's license. So it's a lot of the low-hanging fruit that we seem to have overlooked in the past, and family islanders have been without. And we're looking at really working along with other ministries to ensure that family islanders receive the same services as they do in Nassau.
Minister Sweeting says there appears to be a high level of interest among aspiring candidates throughout the country, particularly on Grand Bahama.
Seen a lot of young persons, women, business people that started to send out flyers and interest of being nominated. I see Grand Bahama seems to be a hot spot for local government elections. I think people realizes that instead of just speaking about change, they want to be a part of that change, and I'm excited to be a part of that change with them.
Well, here in Grand Bahama, there will be 4 nomination centers tomorrow. In the city of Freeport District, St. George's High School Gymnasium will be the center for the Central Grand Bahama and Pine Ridge constituencies. Persons wishing to serve in the East Grand Bahama and Marco City constituencies will file nomination papers at the Jack Hayward Gymnasium. In West Grand Bahama, the Administrator's Office in Jonestown, 8 Mile Rock, will be the nomination center. In the East Grand Bahama District, St. Nicholas Anglican Church Hall in High Rock will be the nomination center. St. Michael's and All Angels Church Hall will be the nomination center in Sweetings Key. Assistant Parliamentary Commissioner on Grand Bahama, Denise Pinder, outlines the nomination process.
To nominate as candidates in the 4 districts for Grand Bahama. That would be the West Grand Bahama District, Sweetings Key District, East Grand Bahama District, and the city of Freeport District. They should go to one of the centers based on the area they want to nominate for. They are to provide the returning officers with a completed nomination paper, also a form of declaration of qualification, and that is a form that needs to also be notarized. And they should also have a vendor verification form attached. If they don't have that, that needs to be completed so that in the event that there is an election, if they qualify for their reimbursement of the deposit, then that would be a form that we would need to have completed for that to happen. They will also be required to pay a deposit of $50 in Bahamian currency. They can also pay by banker's check.
She says the current voter register will be used on Election Day on January 27th.
The voters register would be the same, but local government elections are also termed polling division elections. Because unlike in general elections, other than in the city of Freeport, where we have 4 areas, and that would be parts of Central Grand Bahama, parts of East Grand Bahama, all of Pine Ridge, and all of Marco City. The persons in the other districts are voting by polling division. So you have to be on the register in a particular polling division, particularly for East Grand Bahama and the West Grand Bahama District and even the Sweetings Key District. And you also have to be on the register for your polling division to be a candidate, because almost every poll will be voting for different candidates and town committees. Whereas for general election, there's only one per constituency, there's only one position, and a number of candidates are vying for. However, with polling division elections, such as local government elections, You actually have polling divisions that have separate elections from adjacent polling divisions. So in the city of Freeport, only in some instances, Marco City and Pine Ridge, you will have the whole constituency intact.
The nomination process will be held from 9 a.m. to 12 noon tomorrow. In other news, the Minister of Social Services and Urban Development sharing details on that urban renewal payout last week. Scores of former employees of urban development who were terminated nearly 5 years ago have gotten their just due. The employees who were promised the requisite allowances were never paid, and the matter was subsequently taken to arbitration at the Labor Tribunal. In consideration of all the circumstances and upon recommendations, the government through the Ministry of Social Services and Urban Development settled the outstanding issue on December 31st, 2021. 65 former employees of urban development in Grand Bahama and the Family Islands who were unceremoniously terminated after the May 10, 2017 general election have been officially paid out. That according to Minister of Social Services and Urban Development, the Honorable Obi Wilchcomb.
They were terminated with letters that had promised a settlement of gratuity and any other arrears. The members were never paid. They eventually took the matter to the tribunal and was being heard over a 3-year, 4-year period. When we came to office, it was still a matter that was active. We subsequently met with the Ministry of Labor, had a discussion. The government then subsequently agreed to settle the matter and move forward.
He talks about the future of urban renewal across the country.
Urban renewal now is about to begin a massive home repair program. Many homes have not been repaired since hurricanes in the past. Many people are living in despair as we speak. The various offices are going to be populated. New staff coming in because many of the former staff were not given new contracts under the Free National Movement. In fact, the contracts expired as early as January of last year. And so the large majority of staff were without contracts, and so the contracts ended. We have now to move in and repopulate the various offices, and those offices will become very active in carrying out the program of urban renewal.
And Minister Wilchcomb says the overall goal is to improve the quality of life for Bahamians across the country.
And as we've said, we intend to revolutionize, we intend to cause for change in communities, we intend to expand the programs that deal with the young people, education, and of course, more importantly, we intend to have an impact working closely with the Royal Bahamas Police Force, closely with the church community, because we have to cause some changes in our country. And in Grand Bahama and New Providence in particular, we have severe issues, severe social issues. And so in partnership, urban renewal and social services, we hope to bring an end to, as best we can, poverty, to get rid of the despair in our nation, and to cause more people to be happy. The objective is gross national happiness.
The latest COVID dashboard released by the Ministry of Health and Wellness showing a total of 315 new infections, 279 on New Providence, 22 on Grand Bahama, 4 on Long Island, 2 on Abaco and San Salvador, and 1 each on Eleuthera and Exuma, with 4 locations pending. Of this latest report, 185 are women, the remaining 130 men, with 45 of the newly infected persons having traveled within a 14-day period. Hospitalizations stand at 58, with 3 in the intensive care. The death toll remains at 717, with 37 others under investigation. There are some 3,507 active cases with 21,912 recoveries. Meanwhile, the government of the Bahamas has suspended the mandatory RT-PCR testing requirement for vaccinated travelers, which was expected to take effect on Friday, January 7th. Vaccinated travelers and children between the ages of 2 and 11 years can present either a negative rapid antigen test or RT-PCR test. Meanwhile, all unvaccinated travelers ages 12 years and older must present a negative RT-PCR test. Also, all persons remaining in the Bahamas for longer than 48 hours will be required to undergo a rapid antigen test regardless of vaccination status. Stay with us, there's more news right after this break.